What's up, Taurus? Welcome to your reading. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't for whoever needs to receive it. I'm going to go in and start with a general energy to guide the reading, and we'll go deeper from there. Judgment. And on the bottom of the deck, we have death. I feel like there's with death, there's always a transformation taking place because it's an end of a certain cycle, and with every ending comes a new beginning. The journey never ceases. Like, no matter what, we're always moving into something new. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, you feel me? So it's just something is transitioning, something is definitely ending, and with that a new beginning is taking place. And I feel like with judgment here, it's very angelically guided and held and protected, and it's very divine. So you may be feeling a lot of restless discomfort at this time, almost a sort of anxiety. This could be coming up as feelings of like feeling a certain type of pressure and urgency to kind of like make the next move, kind of force the next move all on your own. But I feel like the main message that's coming up is that this is all happening in a natural, angelically guided rhythm, and it's not something that you personally have control over. And so I feel like there's a guidance towards much more of like a surrendering type of energy and kind of like going with the flow, letting this path unfold. And we have 5 of Cups in reverse, so there's this really deep energy connected to your past, and it's like connected to this feeling of, this is a general reading, so it's gonna be different for everyone, but like for some of y'all it may be tied to a past heartbreak or some sort of deep disappointment type of energy. I'm getting it could be like all connected, tied into one. It's like there's like this like heartbreak, and it came with a lot of like comparison and self-judgment, and it resulted in this feeling of feeling like low self-esteem, kind of disappointment in the self. And it's very connected to like an emotional world, so it's like it's very deep, it feels very intense. And let's keep going deeper, because I feel like this energy is something that is being shed, has been shed for a while, but it's very connected to this like transformation that's taking place. And it's like I feel like a lot of layers of it had already been released, but it's still finding its way through transformation. Page of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, and 10 of Pentacles. So, I want to start showing the cards as I go. So this is the 5 of Cups in reverse. This is the Page of Wands in reverse. This is the Ace of Wands in reverse. And 10 of Pentacles is where it's leading you to upright. So it's like there's this. Okay, so we have Wands coming up back to back, which is a fire energy. It's very connected to creativity and like feelings of also nurturement and a sense of self. And I feel like there's these passions of yours that are connected to creativity, and maybe there's been feelings of disappointment linked to that in the past, like feelings of like maybe you have a specific passion and you thought you would have done more with it by now, or like you have high visions of it that haven't come to life yet. And so there's these feelings of like, are they ever gonna come to life? Am I doing something wrong? Am I not you know, like there's these feelings of kind of like inadequacy or disappointment tied to them. And I feel like this is all connected to past energy and the way that you were viewing yourself through this heartbreak or whatever it was that kind of put a dent in your self-esteem and kind of allowed you to compare yourself to others and compare yourself to past versions of yourself and things like that. And with this energy being shed, it's leading to this 10 of Pentacles, which is very much of energy of like fulfillment, and especially in Pentacles energy, which can be tied to career and abundance financially and feelings of self, like it's this sense of self that you're able to unlock in this ultimate fulfillment that's all tied up in it. And it's like, it's this big butterfly. It's like, yo, I really like transformed. I really came out higher. And I feel like that's where this whole transformation is leading you to. It's shedding this old past energy that's riddled with disappointment and feelings of self-doubt, and allowing you to really take those past experiences and disappointments and transform it into motivation and this like propelling energy that's leading you towards abundance and fulfillment and feelings of success. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles come out, which to me is coming with a very strong tone of like, this is an energy that I've been meditating with and feeling a lot recently, and it's this really big emphasis on a sense of balance and really meditating with, I don't want to say the meaning of life, but like the priorities of life, and where it's like, I feel like sometimes we can get so, even if we already know this, it's like it takes so many reminders and check-ins and resets to keep coming back to this realization that like your goals, your biggest dreams that are very like result oriented, like it's beautiful to have those and to have a dream that you're working towards and visualizing. Sorry, that's my dog sighing in the back. And it's like such a beautiful aspect of life, and it's so important to have dreams and goals. But it's hard not to get locked into the mindset that like you're living for that result, for when that dream comes true, for when that goal is achieved. And then it's almost like, it's like hard to not view that as a finish line of sorts, and a feeling of like, oh, when I get that, like I'm gonna feel so fulfilled, I'm gonna feel so good. Like, and this card, this like emphasis on the balance, it's feeling like kind of like a reminder that so much of this life is about the journey, and there's so much fulfillment to be found within the journey itself, and being able to balance all aspects of life. Like I don't think it serves us to put too much energy, tunnel visioned into just one aspect of life. Like, yes, that is how we accomplish goals, is we invest a lot of energy towards a specific thing, and it's very powerful to get very intentional and specific with our energy and really devote it into a single channel. That's how we really evolve a certain aspect or channel of our life. But I feel like from what I hear of the top and everything, like it's very easy to devote so much of your life to a certain aspect, and to get there and be like looking back at all the other aspects of life that you neglected in the process on your way there. And it's like, yes, you accomplished that thing, but at what cost, and how much does it really fulfill you? And you know, like I feel like it's really important to keep finding a balance and not investing too much energy into one person or one collective, like your friends, your family. Like, yes, it's like, yes, invest energy into career and into your health and into your loved ones and the people around you and your pets, and your taking care of your home and building your career and all these different aspects. I feel like the more we can keep a balance, the more fulfilling life is, and the more we evolve through it, from a space where we're not regretting the way we delegated our energy or the way we invested our energy. And yeah, just really being able to find this space of balance. And I'm getting another message of like, in that same frame of thinking, it's also like there's only 24 hours in a day, and that's not to mean that we need to balance every single aspect in every single day. You feel me? Like, I'm a big believer in like, nighttime falls for a reason. There are only 24 hours in a day for a reason. That's not a lot of time. Like, you do what you can. I just listened, there's this Doechii just came out a new album, and one of her songs is someone talking in it, and they're like, you do what you can and then you go to bed. Like, there's only 24 hours in a day. God made 24 hours in a day, and it's not like in one single day you need to book a job, talk to your mom, talk to your friends, talk to your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and like cook your meals, exercise, meditate. Like, you can't do every single thing in a day, but it's important to nurture each of those aspects. And that's why I think it's we have to constantly be checking in and editing our routines and our schedules and our habits, and all of that it's just like, it's never ending for real, but that's what life is, and that's what evolves us. Phew. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else they want to pop out. Knight of Wands. With this, I feel like there's a very fast Queen of Wands in reverse. There's so much Wands energy on the table. It's a lot of very fiery, passionate, creative energy. And with the Knight of Wands, I feel like there's something coming in really hot, fast, inspirational, like a new idea, a new project, something. So stay open. I definitely, with this, am getting like, make space for rest and meditation right now, because like, that's when we're able to really receive these like downloads and ideas from source, or reflections of ourselves, however you want to look at it. And it's like, if you're just constantly booked back to back to back, and you're running from this thing to that thing, like, there's no space for these like ideas to come through. Or if you're constantly like, every minute that you get, like, you're on your phone and you're looking at what other people are doing, like, these are all like non-stop distractions. And I'm not saying there's not, information to be found and like experiences to be had back to back, but it's like, if you don't ever allow that space and that room for your mind, body, and spirit to breathe in between all these things, like, you're not allowing the space for these divine inspirations and ideas and passions to come through. And I feel like there's something that's definitely wanting to come through right now. Clarify this Queen of Wands in reverse. The Tower. Yeah, like I said, I mean, like, the card on the bottom of the deck was the Death card. And like, with that being on the bottom in the first, like, general energy, it's like there is a cycle ending, but it's kind of ending type discreetly. And with the Tower, it's like it's going to look like on the surface or feel like somewhat jarring, or kind of like, oh shit, like things are falling apart right now, like almost like it's a catastrophe. And it's like, no, this catastrophe, this like intense energy that is shifting, it may come out in a way that's feeling very uncomfortable and restless, and it doesn't look so pretty, and it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm just getting this feeling of like anxiety around it. But what you don't see is that underneath it's all very like, this is no mistake, this is a destruction, something that has to end, something that has to be uprooted and fall out of place in order to make space for this new thing to bloom and blossom. And it's all very protected and divine, and I feel like it's calling for a certain patience and nurturement and compassion through it. Let's keep going. The Hanged Man, yeah, in reverse. I feel like the Hanged Man be coming up when it's like there's a new perspective to take on the situation at hand or the events that are unfolding, and a certain surrender. Like, it's mad uncomfy. The blood is rushing to his head. He's hanging upside down. A snake is wrapped around his ankle. Like, it's all very uncomfy, and it's like, I don't really want to be hanging out here, but it's part of a process, and it's something that is like, there's no quick fix or cheat code or way out. It's something that like you actually have to allow the space and time for it to take place in its natural rhythm, because it's not about where the transformation is taking you. Again, it's about the journey. It's allowing these energies to transform you from the inside out, and it takes time, and it's not just time, it's like the energy has to actually affect you second by second, moment by moment. And that molding that's happening, or that transformation like deep within your energy that is happening, is what this era or event or space is really about. It's transforming the way you're viewing things. It's transforming the way you interact with your life, and it's setting up new mindsets that are going to really be your key throughout the rest of your lifetime. And it's going to evolve your soul in a way that's going to affect future lifetimes and all of that. Everything's so connected. And so yeah, there's this real surrender to this Tower that's happening, and this transformation that's taking place, and really being present with it every step of the way. And like I said, it's leading you to this 10 of Pentacles. It's leading you to a space where your dreams that you're visualizing are coming to life, but it's happening in a rhythm and in a transformation that's going to allow you to really like get the most evolution out of the process of these dreams coming to life, in a way where it's not like, oh, these, like, you achieve what you wanted, but you get to a space where you're like, why do I want that so bad? Why? And I skipped everything else, and I missed this, and I missed that. It's like you're doing it because of this transformation that's happening, and the way your mind is shifting. It's allowing you to go down a path where it's like you're going to achieve what you want to achieve, and you're gonna really enjoy and grow and build throughout the process of it. And it's going to all become this fulfilling journey. Like, it's not about an end result or a goal or a dream coming to life. Like, that's gonna be great, and that's gonna be an aspect of this, and it's gonna come with abundance and all of that, but it's so much deeper and well-rounded of an experience than just that. And I feel like this evolution that's happening right now, this transformation, is really enabling you to see that in real time and appreciate each step of it for what it is, and being at peace with what you already have. Yeah, Seven of Cups is like, there's so many different paths to go, and there's so many potential outcomes available to you that are wish fulfillments. It's a card of daydreaming, and like really visualizing what you truly want out of this life, and coming from a space of like, I feel like it could be very beneficial for you at this time to do a prosperity meditation. So the way I do this is I start with a, calming the nervous system through just breath, and like a general meditation where you're just focusing on the breath and being present and clearing the mind, and then going into a space of visualizing like, what does your highest life feel like? What do you want to feel like on a day-to-day basis? What do you want it to look like? It can include material things and like goals you want to accomplish and people you want to be surrounded by and all of that, and what you want to look like and what you want to, but I really emphasize like, what does it feel like? What does the energy feel like when you're in that energy? And being able to get as clear as possible with that, and doing your best to marinate in that energy. Like, make your life a moving prayer. Really like embody that energy as you walk through your present day and the things that are happening in your present day. Like, how can you incorporate that energy and how you want to feel? You feel me? It's a really important time to like marinate in the highest vibrations you can access right now, and that you want to be walking in the future. We have the Lovers in reverse and Six of Wands in reverse. The Lovers is feeling like there's an aspect of yourself being reflected to you, and it's kind of coming back to this past energy that at one point felt like disappointment to you and kind of like low, deep emotions, and is asking for like a check-in of how are you different today versus who you were then, and what has shifted about you. And I think a big clue is the Six of Wands in reverse, which is very tied to like energetic boundaries and like the way you view yourself and what you deserve and your self-worth. So it's like, maybe journal on this. Like, think back to like when you were deep in this energy of like emotional disappointment and kind of like self-doubt, self-criticism. How are you different now than who you were back then? And I feel like there's something to be reflected around that, especially in regards to your energetic boundaries. All right, I'm gonna go in with, the Starseed Oracle card to end the reading. What is our concluding message for the sign of Taurus? Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Yeah, I was getting this OD off the Judgment card, which was your general energy for the reading. Like, you are very divinely protected right now. There are angels about you, spirit guides, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting a specific message that for someone there's like, you go through eras where you feel mad connected to these energies and like beings that you can't see but you can feel. But I feel like recently it's kind of gotten like lost on you that they are still present with you and they're still guiding you, and there's a way to keep reconnecting with those energies in a way that's like very powerful, not only for you to just be aware of and have that underlying trust and kind of like, oh, I'm not alone in this. I have protection with me. But even deeper than that, it's like there is so much energetically that these angels, beings, guides, whatever you them as, want to call them, whatever, like there's a lot that they can do from the spiritual energetic realms, that they need a certain type of, they need an awareness, like an invitation to do, to, I mean, I don't know exactly how it all works, but it's like I just feel like there's a very there's more they can do if you give them more of a intentional invitation to do so, or awareness of them, talk with them, connect with them, all of that. I feel like there's a call to that, and y'all have a really deep, loyal bond and sacred connection that is calling for some deeper nurturement and acknowledgement and interaction at this time, and I feel like it can be very helpful for where you are in your path at this time. All right, that's what I got for you, Taurus. If this reading resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm also offering personal readings. You can find information about that in my description. Namaste. The divine in me bows to divine in you.